Hey guys, it's a Dollar Tree beauty haul. That's right, I've got all my little goodies in here. I picked up just about everything I would need for a full face. So welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I brought my little bitty basket of my Dollar Tree skincare that I'm using right now. And we're going to put this on because I want you to see how this works under the makeup that I have in this bag. And we'll go through all that makeup. And I probably should have brought my box in here. Hold on. I had to go get my brushes. But anyways, I have my bag here. I've got a box here of brushes so that I can apply some things. And I washed my face. I did not wash my eyes. Probably should have, but I didn't. And right now I have on Natasha Denona and Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. So the liner's Tasha Denona and the lipstick's Charlotte Tilbury. It's her lip plumping gloss. That's what's on there. Okay, well anyways, I am going to put this on so you can see that I'm putting this on now before we go to my haul of my makeup haul. And with this, you shake it up. You just put a couple of drops on your hands and then you pat it onto your skin. And this is your retinol. Now, I wouldn't say this is hyaluronic acid, although it might have some in it, but it calls it a retinol. Retinol double serum, refined skin tone and texture with peptides. And like I told y'all before, Dr. Dre approves of that one. So I got that on first. And then I'm going to use my dupe for Oil of Olay eye serum with Be Pure. And I'm going to put that around my eyes. And yeah, I probably should have took off my eye makeup now that I think about it. Because how are we going to know if the concealer and stuff works? Good question. Well, we'll just figure it out as we go. I'm notorious for adding makeup on top of makeup. Yeah, I am. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but I do. This here is Hydrating Night Cream. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want the night cream. No, no, no. But it does have the blue lid. I want the day cream. This is the Hydrating Moisturizer. And this again is an Olay dupe that I got at Dollar Tree for $1.25. And I'm going to just put this on. And we're going to give it a chance to absorb in. Put it down my neck. And we are going to get to my haul here in just a minute. Okay. So there, I have on this product. I just want y'all to see that I have put on this product. I didn't want to come in here and tell you that I did it. I thought I would show you so that you would know for sure that that's what's on my skin right now. Alright. Now, while that's absorbing in, let's go with the haul. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I sure would appreciate it. Hit that like, hit that notification bell. You'll know my next video. And it could be a haul. It could be a Mass Monday with a devotional attached. It could be a Sunday devotional. It could be a beauty haul. I have my Ultimate box coming, which is the old icon. I have Goldie box coming. I have Walmart Beauty box coming. And I have a mega drop sale box coming. I have another FabFitFun box coming. And that's going to be a battle with Carol when it gets here and we get it set up. And of course I have edit sales through the FabFitFun. And whatever else I might come across. But that's what's coming up. Today it's all about Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to show you what I found. I found a setting powder. This is a Marie Claire, and I don't know what the dupe is for this, but it says keeps your makeup set all day. So I didn't see a powder, so I picked up this one for $1.25. I've got a full set of stuff here. I've got a Marie Claire, and this is dual-ended brow pencil. So we have a brow pencil. We have a Bold and Bright, and this is BI Beauty Intuition. Yeah, juicy cherry, smooth application, moisturizes and hydrates. And I think this is a lip gloss. It's a rich color, so we'll see how that's gonna go. I picked up a liquid blush, and their brand is Ioni. I guess that's what it is, if they are dupes for something. And then I have a dual lip liner, and this is LA Colors, and I got it, I guess, in a bright's what it looks like. Maybe I've got two sides, but it says it's Sweet Fusion. I have an Essentially Ageless Blur Face Primer. That will be the next thing we put on our face. And this here is a Be Pure. So I don't know what brand that they are duping, but like I said, I'll try to find that out and put it across there. I got me some LA Colors and tan makeup, and so we're going to have some of that for my foundation. I found some, I guess, is this just like lip gloss? Plump It Up. So this is a plumper from Dollar Tree, and it's La Mercia. I think that's how you say that. Then I've got some LA Colors mascara, and this is a Lift and Lock. And we have a metallic shimmer, which I'm not quite sure why I got that. I thought I had put that back, but it's a La Mercerie metallic liquid eyeshadow. Delivers high impact, it says. So we got that. And we also have Precise black mascara. So I must picked up two mascaras because I wasn't sure. One of them's a Lift, and this is a Volume by La Mercerie. And then my eyeshadow pack that I picked up for $1.25 was Long Lasting. This is BI Beauty Intuition. So, and again, I don't know. It says it's smooth applications, and we'll see how it goes. Now, the first thing I'm going to open up, as I told y'all, was going to be the primer. And I had thought I picked up a concealer, but apparently not. So, but I've got eyeshadow on, so to speak. But let's see what this does. They definitely got it packed up good. Okay, so this is the primer. And it's an Essential Ageless Blur and Primer. And let's check it out. I usually always do use a primer. It's kind of a pinky color. So we're going to put that on. So I'm putting this on all over, and I don't know, it feels a little thicker than what I'm used to using as far as a primer, but I use several different ones, so it's hard to say, but it does feel a little different. So I'm going to let that absorb in. So that's my primer, and we'll see how it does. And I went ahead and opened up my LA Colors. All this is going to make such noise. And I got it in tan, and we'll see how it goes. Now, I don't use a brush to apply this on. I probably could. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick with my usual way of doing it. I just rub it on my fingers, and then I just put it on all over. Now it's going on good over that, so that's good. And it looks to be a good color of coverage. Yep. So that part's good. I'm going to put a little bit right here. Go over my nose. And it looks like I picked out a good color for me. So what do y'all think? Now if I wanted more coverage, I could just squeeze out a little bit more and put it on. And it's feeling okay. And it's feeling alright. So yeah, I think it's good. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I think that did really good. So now we are going to go with the blush, the liquid blush, and I got this, I don't even know what color this is. It says soft pink. So let's get this out and try this on. They do have things packaged well, and I do have a blush brush in here for this liquid blush. This is the doe foot, and it's pretty thick on there. I'm going to kind of shake it up a little bit, and I'm just going to go up on both sides, and you can tell that I've put a little bit on there, and we'll see how it blends in. I do have a brush here, and it is a Bali brush, and we're going to put this on, spread it around, go in upward motions so that I lift my face up. Yep. And you can tell the colors on there. Now if you want more, all I have to tell you, if you like a little bit more color, you just have to dab a couple more little dots on there and then just blend it in. But I think that's good for me. So we've got some pinky blush there, got the flush look, and I always go up, I try to lift whenever I can. So that wasn't too bad, so I like that. And then the next thing we're going to try out, I got all this eyeshadow stuff and lip stuff. The next thing we're going to try out is the powder. We'll go ahead and powder the face down. And this is really cute packaging. Don't y'all think? It says setting powder. It's talc free. It does tell you that on the back side. And apply around the nose, T-zone, and other areas as needed. Do you use a face powder? I usually use a loose powder, but I didn't see a loose powder at Dollar Tree. So I picked this one up. And again, I don't know the brand for Marie Claire. But some of you might, if you know, put it down in the comments down there. Ooh, I hope I didn't break it. Okay, well, let's take a look at it. It's kind of got cute little packaging. It says it's flawless. And I have my new powder brush that I got. And this is a TYS Beauty powder brush. So I'm just going to put it on all over. And we'll see what happens. See if it sets it. It says it's a setting. Kind of takes a little bit of the shine off. Now I didn't buy any contouring, so I'm not going to have any contouring today. But that's our setting. So I think it did pretty good. And I don't know if it adds any extra color, because I didn't get a highlighter, because I don't see that I got a highlighter. I don't see anything here that says highlighter. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this metallic shimmer. And what I'm going to do with this, I think I'm going to use this for a base to cover up over some of this eyeshadow that I have on. And we're just going to see how it goes, because I have no clue how this is going to work out. It's a metallic shimmer. It looks pretty. It says it's a quick drying gel base. So it is a base, so I guess I can use it like a concealer base. Let's see what color this is. It's kind of a purpley color. Okay, I have it on. It feels wet right now. Let's see how fast it dries down. And while that's drying down, you know, the one thing I realized I didn't even buy a liner, so it's a good thing I already got liner on. I don't know if they just didn't have one or I just didn't pick it up. And that's possible. Now this is the Marie Claire eyebrow pencil. And it says dual-ended brow pencil. I can still feel that being wet up there. I hope it dries pretty soon. I think I accidentally, pulled the cap off. And who knows where it is. Is that it? Oh my gosh, it was stuck to the package. This is sticky on top. But this here's my brow pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this. I don't know. This may be darker than the color I usually use. But I just kind of line right underneath my brow. And I try not to come down too much. I try to keep my eyes going upward. So we got that. We'll feather it on. So you do have a dooley brush or whatever you call that kind of brush on the end. Spoolie, I think that's what they call it. And my eyelids still feel wet. So it's still drying on. And I was trying to see what color I have this in. This is Marie Claire. And it's in brown. And I guess it did okay. So it's doable. And while I'm waiting on that to dry, because it's still drying on my eye, I've got this lip liner and it looks pretty pink like. So let's try that side. It's going on smooth. Sometimes I'll color in a little bit. I'm having to deal with them lines up there. Okay. Thin lips. Now this side's really thin. That might have helped it just a little bit. Okay, well that really wasn't too bad. Now the other side looks like this color, so it's kind of a purpley color. And I'm not going to use that today, but let's see what it looks like. That's a pretty color. If you've got like a plum lipstick or something, that'd be nice. Okay, I got this lipstick, I guess, in Juicy Cherry. And I'm letting that dry down on my eyes before I get to my eyeshadow palette. And it looks like I did buy a purpley plumper, so I mean, I could use that other liner with the plumper sometime. And this here is Beauty Intuition, BI. And here's the packaging. It reminds me of a brand, but I don't recall what brand that is. But this is the lipstick. Isn't that a pretty color? Man, I picked out a perfect liner for that. I don't even think it's the same brand. That's a very lovely color of pink. I like that. What do y'all think? It's got cute packaging too. I thought it was going to be a liquid. I didn't know it was going to be an actual lipstick. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And then this is my plumper. So I guess I'm going to have a purple plumper on over my pink. And this here is La Mercerie Plump It Up Plumping Lip Gloss. So let's see what happens. See if it plumps it up. Got a doe foot on there. It smells like a berry. It doesn't put a whole lot on your doe foot, so there's not a lot of waste. So that's really good. And this, I don't know, it has a taste to it too. Juicy cherry, maybe. Maybe that's what it... No, that's the lipstick. I don't know, but I can feel a little bit of plumping going on. So very good. And now I'm going to open up this eyeshadow palette because I think it's toned down a little bit. And this is a BI Beauty Intuition as well. And it's got some cute colors in it. Now, I don't know if they're creams. It says Purple Dreams. So I guess the idea is they think you should make a purple look out of it. Now, I do have several different brushes in here. And so I'm going to start off with this color right here. Over that. And I'll probably have to start looking over here in the mirror. Now look at that. That really made that more purpley looking, didn't it? Wow. Okay. I'm going to go down and use this color. So having that highlighter on there really lifted that up. Let's put some of that purple on. That's right here. So yeah, that really adds more purple to it. So I'm kind of getting a purpley glow. And they've got some blue here. So let's see what the blue looks like. Maybe off to the corners. Yep, you can see that. Off to the corners on the blue. And maybe a little bit in the crease line. So now we got the blue on the edges. So it's really pulling out that. There's a brown color here. Over here, let's see how that does as a crease color. I don't think this is the right brush for a crease. I got way too much in that corner though. This seems more like a blender brush. It doesn't really say. I'm not going to have no dark color to put in my corners unless I can make this darker. Nope. It's not going to work. So I'm going to go over it with some of this pink, see if I can tone it down a little bit from the purple. Maybe a little, not much. And I guess I'm going to have to use that blue for my crease color, because it seems to be stronger than that brown. And then it had a white for like highlight maybe. And I'll put that up here. To me, for me, this is not giving me enough depth. I would rather have more depth, especially in the outer corners. But I still think it's looking okay. It's just not how I would usually do my eyes. So the palette's not giving me enough, I guess. I'm going to see what this color does if I put a little bit of this light color brown here. And then my problem is I just don't feel like there's depth for the crease. That might have helped a little bit. And then I don't really have much liner on top. You know, it's been covered up. So I'm not sure how I like this Purple Dream, but I definitely got a Purple Dream look. That's for sure. So now let's go and try out this La Mercerie Black Mascara. See if we can add a little bit more mascara to my eyelashes. I wonder if I should use this or the Lift. See how the brush is different? One says lift and lock. Well, since I have mascara on, let's see if we can lift and lock. I guess they wanted you to see how the brush was beforehand. I moved positions, didn't I? I just don't know if I like this look on my eyes, guys. It's just not me. I don't have nothing else in here to help it out. I'm going to try to point some out. See, I'm putting this on, but I don't see that it's changing anything. It's just highlighted, but it hasn't given any depth. This here's the blue color. That added some depth on this side, but I just don't see it on this side, but I don't see it on the other side. Maybe it's the angle that I'm at. I don't know. I don't see it at all. But that's about as best as I can do with it. Let's get this mascara on and we'll be just about done with this. But what do y'all think so far? I really like the lipstick and the lip liner was great. The foundation feels good, and of course, you know, I've got on the Olay dupe and it's working out just fine. But I'm having trouble with this right here, trying to get all this plastic off. Okay, here we go. That's my little stopper, and then now I'm going to put in this brush and we're going to see how this works. I've never used lift and lock any brand like this, so we'll see how it does. One side. I got a little clumping going on, not too bad. Let's try the other side. It says lift and lock. It did lift them. So I guess it could be an okay mascara. It is doing what it says as far as lifting them up. Thickening them up a little bit. Thickening them up. Alright, so I'm thinking this is pretty much going to be my look. I don't know how I feel about my eyeshadow, but it is purple. And you got a little bit of blues in there and a little bit of browns. I just couldn't get the depth that I would want on my outer edges of my eye. But they had other palettes that I could have chose from. And I think my blush is good. I think it did a pretty good job with my blush. And the lipstick and the gloss is really nice. So let's take my hair down and see how this looks without all my hair away from my face. So what do you think? Do you like this? I think color-wise on the foundation it was worked good, and that was a tan color that I got. And it feels good. It's not tacky feeling. Everything feels secure, so to speak. And this was Liquid Makeup by LA Colors, and that feels really good. The primer actually worked well underneath that. So if you found this and you find this, then these two will work well together. And I even think the powder did well. Now I think I might could add a little more powder underneath my eyes. So I'm going to do that real quick. And that'll just help brighten them up a little bit more. But I think for a pressed powder that worked pretty good. And let's see here. The lipstick, I really am impressed with the lipstick. That is a nice color. And even the plumping liquid gel here worked really well. So the lip gloss, that was really nice. And what brand was that? This was El Mercerie. So the El Mercerie and the LA Colors seems to be most of what I got. I got the BI, the Beautiful Intuition. So those three brands, I got everything $1.25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't open this up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 beauty products for $1.25, so that's $12 plus 4, so about $16 plus tax. I got this look, and I just want to remind you that this was the Purple Dream, and it definitely only brought out purple for the most part, even with these other colors being added on there. Didn't seem to change it much. But do remember that you can get different colors of your LA Colors that actually applied okay. So, I mean, overall, I say it worked well. You let me know. What do you think? And what do you think about this lip liner? Didn't that go on really well? And if you wanted to add like a little of that purple color on there, you could go over the tops of it. And it, of course, just blends in pretty much. But that's a pretty color too. So I'm pleased with my Dollar Tree haul and my makeup and my get ready with you guys. So you let me know, what do you think? And don't forget, use a orange heart or a turkey if you're entering the weekly jubilees. That's right, I've got week 1 and 2. The gifts was shown in the recent Mass Monday, the second week, and you can check that out and see if you're interested in those, either one of those prizes. And you got to use a turkey or a orange heart in your sentence if you're new, so that you kind of know. And you need to be publicly subscribed to Miss Jackie Russell. You must be 18 years or older, have an address in the continental USA, and that'll pretty much get you entered, all right? But for now, I'm going to let you go. Let me know what you think with my Dollar Tree makeup look. And that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.